God says, "Congratulations. You have only 1 minute left. A 2,000. Miracle check with your name written in heaven is being held for you. Within the next 3 days, an extraordinary blessing may come closer than you ever imagined. Open this. Now, before this rare opportunity passes you by, I am opening before you a symbol of provision that reaches far beyond every limitation you have ever seen. Not so that you will chase impressive numbers, but so that you will understand that my ability is not confined by your present circumstances. You have lived for too long with a mindset that only dares to hope for barely enough, only dares to ask for small things because you fear hoping greatly and being disappointed again. But today I want you to expand your vision. What I am preparing is not merely a sum of money that appears and quickly disappears. It is a transformation in the way you receive, manage, and use the resources entrusted to you. I want to heal the fear of lack that has repeatedly caused you to close your heart, shrink your dreams, and doubt that a life of abundance could truly belong to you. You did not stop at this moment by accident. Something within you is searching for confirmation that the years of endurance were not meaningless. I have seen every time you had to choose between essential needs, every night you quietly considered your future, and every moment you wondered whether your efforts would ever produce a result. I have not overlooked that perseverance. Your tears, sacrifices, and upright decisions in difficult times did not disappear. They formed within you a depth that money cannot purchase, compassion for those in need, respect for hard work, and the ability to recognize the true value of what is placed in your hands. What I am holding for you is not a piece of paper carrying a promise of instant wealth. It is an image of a future built upon new foundations. Within it is the restoration of confidence, the healing of memories that caused you shame, peace before the numbers that once made you panic, and wisdom, so that you will no longer repeat the choices that depleted you. I do not merely want to bring you out of one immediate difficulty. I want to transform the way you walk, so that lack will no longer control you, and abundance will not cause you to lose yourself. The greatest matter is not how much you possess, but who you become when more is entrusted to you. You have encountered many closed doors, and once regarded them as proof that you were not favored. Yet you will come to understand that some rejections protected you from a wrong commitment, a dishonest relationship, or an attractive opportunity that carried far too much risk. Some things did not arrive, not because you were forgotten, but because you needed more time to mature. Had you received them too soon, you might have used them to prove yourself to those who once looked down upon you, instead of using them to build a better life. I did not delay in order to cause you pain. I was preparing your hands to become steady enough, your mind clear enough, and your heart humble enough, so that what is given will not become another burden. Breathe more slowly and allow calmness to return. You do not need to chase any sign in panic, nor must you perform an outward action to purchase my favor. My love is not a transaction, and the goodness I have for you does not disappear because you refuse to respond to pressure. What I desire is genuine transformation, that you stop avoiding reality, stop living under shame, and begin taking responsible steps. Examine the resources already available to you. Recognize what must be prioritized, what needs to be reduced, and what should be invested in so that your future can expand. Mature faith does not pull you away from reality. It gives you the strength to face reality without despair. Everything that was delayed will not necessarily return in the exact form you expected. An old job may not come back, but a more suitable direction may appear. Money that was lost may not be fully returned, but the lesson may help you avoid a greater loss in the future. Someone who once rejected you may never change, but I will bring people who recognize your ability and sincerity. My restoration does not always rebuild exactly what was broken. Often it gives you something new that is healthier, broader, and more suitable for the person you are becoming. I know you long for a clear turning point, a moment strong enough to end the long days of waiting, yet do not overlook the small movements already taking place. A sudden idea may become the beginning of new work. A skill you decide to learn may open a door you cannot yet see. An ordinary conversation may connect you with the right person. A small saving habit may create security after many months. A debt reduced, little by little, is also evidence of progress. I often bring you to something great by teaching you to remain faithful with what is small, because the one who knows how to protect the seed will not lose the entire harvest. You must also remain alert to promises that make you believe every responsibility will disappear, if only you believe strongly enough. I do not want you to be led by greed, impatience, or fear of missing out. If an opportunity demands an immediate decision without allowing verification, if it requires you to borrow beyond your ability or conceal information from those involved, step back. What comes from me does not need darkness in order to survive. It can withstand examination, walks with transparency, and does not force you to exchange your dignity. Discernment is part of the blessing because it protects you from doors that appear radiant but lead into burden. I have counted every tear you shed, but I do not want you to use pain as a reason to demand that life compensate you immediately. What you endured does not place me in your debt. It causes me to desire even more deeply to lead you into true healing. I will use the difficult years to teach you to value peace, to share without exhausting yourself, and to live generously without seeking praise. When you have more, remember the days when you had little. When you receive help, become someone who knows how to help wisely. When you enter a new place, carry gratitude rather than pride. That is when what you receive becomes a true blessing. You have been chosen not to stand above others, but to live a more useful life. I want the resources in your hands to become security for your family, opportunity for others, and a means through which good things are born. I want you to become a trustworthy steward who can distinguish between desire and need, investment and display, generosity and lack of boundaries. A life of abundance without peace is not what I have for you. I want you to possess both outward sufficiency and inward stability, so that money will not rule you when it is scarce, and will not change you when it is plentiful. Therefore, my beloved child, receive this moment as an invitation into maturity, not as a promise that encourages passive waiting. Rise, complete what remains unfinished, learn what needs to be learned, and care for what has already been entrusted to you. Do not allow past rejection to make you distrust every new door, but do not allow excitement to rob you of awareness. I am leading you toward a broader future where new resources meet a person who has been prepared. What I am writing for you is not an imaginary number, but a life restored in dignity, peace, responsibility, and the ability to create value. When these things take root, you will realize that the greatest miracle is not only what I place in your hands, but also the steady, wise, and free person you become while learning to receive it. You have waited for a change, great enough to open an entirely new chapter, and I have heard the question you concealed, behind the congratulations you offered to others. You still rejoiced when they were strengthened, still smiled when good doors opened before them. But in the deepest silence, you asked me why none would come. You did not speak it aloud, but I heard it. You did not reveal the ache within you, but I saw it. I know you tried to keep your heart pure so that waiting would not become envy. You tried to believe that another person's portion would not diminish yours. That perseverance has not been forgotten. Silence never meant that I stopped preparing. It was the season in which I made you steady enough to receive something new without losing your peace. I do not intend to restore you so that you may compete with those who once doubted you. Nor do I give good things so that you can use them to humiliate anyone. The laughter and ridicule will become silent on their own. When your life is rebuilt through calmness, integrity, and lasting fruit, you do not need to return and explain everything you endured, nor must you demand that others admit they misjudged you. The greatest freedom is not watching them bow their heads, but reaching the place where you no longer need their approval in order to know your worth. I will restore your honor in a way that does not make your heart proud. You will move forward lightly, carrying no desire for revenge, because what I build within you will be stronger than every lie that once opposed you. The image of a great gift does not refer only to money, but to everything I am restoring. It speaks of confidence that was eroded, courage buried beneath failure, and the ability to dream that you locked away because you feared another disappointment. What I give cannot be confined to a number, a document, or one unexpected event. It may come through a suitable opportunity, an idea that becomes clear, someone who recognizes your ability, a door of employment, or one wise decision that changes your direction. I am not limited to a single method. When an old road no longer remains open, I can lead you along a path you never considered, where painful experiences from the past become a foundation that helps you walk more securely. I placed protection around your journey long ago, even during the times when you could not recognize it. Some things you considered losses were actually keeping you away from places that did not belong to you. Some rejections caused pain, but prevented you from becoming attached to people who did not know how to value your kindness. Some plans collapsed because their foundations were not strong enough to carry your future. I did not allow every desire to become reality immediately, because certain things, had they arrived too soon, would have become burdens instead of blessings. My protection does not always appear as a comforting embrace. Sometimes it takes the form of a closed door, a delay, or a detour that forces you to begin again. In time, you will understand that I was never far away. You will not enter the new season with every old wound still tightly bound around you. I am helping you separate from memories that keep you defensive, fears that cause you to reject opportunities before trying, and the old way of seeing yourself that persuaded you that you deserved very little. You no longer have to live as someone always expecting another disaster. You do not need to patch each day together through panic, nor beg for kindness from those who continually look down upon you. I am teaching you to recognize your dignity, restore your boundaries, and leave places that keep you exhausted. The new season cannot truly begin while you carry every chain from the old one, so allow me to remove them one by one through truth and compassion. What you once imagined as the greatest miracle may begin with a change that is both deep and quiet. It begins when you stop blaming yourself for the years that have passed. It begins when you can look directly at your mistakes without being so ashamed that you want to hide. It begins when you manage money, time, and strength with awareness rather than emotion. I am opening new beginnings for you, but you must also prepare to protect them. If resources come, use them to build foundations rather than prove yourself. If a new position is offered, enter it with humility. If someone comes to help you, be grateful while remaining discerning. What I desire to give will not only help you escape present difficulty, it will also make you mature enough not to return to the old cycle. Your honor will be restored, not through noise, but through a consistent life. You will no longer need to say very much in order for others to believe you. The way you keep your word, fulfill your responsibilities, and remain kind, even when there is nothing to gain, will establish your credibility. Those who once looked down upon you may realize they were wrong, but that is not your purpose. Your purpose is to live faithfully according to what I placed within you. When you are lifted, remember the days when you were overlooked. When you are given a voice, use it to strengthen the weak. When you have more, let generosity walk together with wisdom. I do not free you from scarcity so that you can become a slave to greed. I bring you into sufficiency so that you can build, share, and multiply what is good. You do not need perfect faith in order to move forward. I know there are still places of doubt within you, unanswered questions, and memories that make you cautious. I do not ask you to pretend to be strong. I only ask you to remain willing even while your feet tremble. One small step taken sincerely is worth more than many declarations that produce no change. Begin the work you have postponed. Learn what needs to be learned. Correct what you know you are doing poorly, and speak the words that need to be spoken with kindness. Do not wait until all fear disappears before acting, because courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing what is right, even while fear remains. You do not need to understand every detail of how I will lead you. If you require complete knowledge before you agree to move, you will remain where you are forever. I will give you enough light for the present step, and as you remain faithful, the next step will gradually become visible. Resources have already begun to be arranged where you cannot see. Conversations may be taking place in which your name is mentioned. Someone may be searching for the very ability you have been quietly developing. Yet keep your heart calm. Do not turn hope into impatience, or begin searching everywhere for signs. What belongs to you does not require you to live in panic in order to keep it. I will lead you through clarity, not pressure that steals your peace. This transition will not only change your circumstances, it will change the way you participate in your own life. You will no longer live like someone merely waiting to be rescued from a difficult day. You will learn how to build, prepare, manage, and create value. You will understand that freedom is not only escaping a financial shortage, but refusing to allow money to control your dignity and emotions. You will understand that a new beginning does not erase the past, but transforms it into experience instead of imprisonment. What others took from you cannot take away your ability to rise. What was broken cannot prevent me from creating something healthier. From what remains, therefore, my beloved, stop asking whether I have forgotten you. I heard your question before you had the courage to speak it. I know how long you waited, how hard you tried, and what thoughts you fought during nights no one knew about. I am leading you out of a season of patching things together and into a life with foundations, from shame into dignity, from fear into clarity, and from feeling left behind into peace. Regarding your appointed time, you need only keep your heart open. Continue doing what is true, and refuse to return to the limitations I am removing. What lies ahead is not a rehearsal. It is a genuine beginning, in which you not only recover hope, but become someone stable enough to turn that hope into a meaningful life. You are not late, nor have you lost the good portion prepared for you. You are arriving at the moment when it is most needed. The months and years that seemed interrupted were not meaningless, because within every delay, I developed calmness in you. Through every detour, I taught you endurance, and through every breaking point, I softened and deepened the ground within you so that it would be ready for a new season. The seeds you once watered with tears did not die beneath the dark soil. They were taking root in silence, absorbing every lesson of waiting, and are now preparing to rise with a strength you cannot yet fully measure. I have seen your faithfulness in places where no applause was heard. I know the moments when you still opened your heart to help others, while you yourself were weary, still spoke encouragement, while you also needed to be strengthened, and shared the little you possessed without demanding recognition. You thought those things were too small to be remembered, but I have never overlooked any action born from genuine love. I know the times you chose what was right, when no one stood beside you, and the days you continued moving, even when every visible sign seemed to tell you to give up. That quiet obedience created within you a foundation that adversity cannot easily destroy. You believed when you could not see the road, stepped forward without enough answers, and preserved hope when your reason could find no justification to continue. I have not forgotten this. Yet you must understand that the goodness approaching is not a reward to help you prove you are above others. It is confirmation that perseverance has matured you, and that the lessons learned in darkness prepared you for greater responsibility. I do not give merely because you suffered. I give because through suffering you learned how to remain humble, how to value what you receive, and how every resource must be handled with wisdom. New doors are now beginning to open, but they may arrive in forms simpler than you imagined. A clear plan may appear in your thoughts. A solution to a long-standing problem may come through an ordinary conversation. A new partnership may begin through a connection you once overlooked. An influential person may learn about you because of the diligence you demonstrated in small tasks. Do not wait only for a dramatic sign from far away. Open your eyes to what I am placing near you, because many turning points begin with a simple idea, cared for through discipline and persistence. I am bringing your name into places where your ability and character can be recognized correctly. Yet when you enter a new space, do not carry the mindset of someone who must impress everyone. Be present calmly, prepare through genuine competence, and speak sincerely. You do not need to display yourself in order to be recognized. What you have done over many years has taught you to listen, observe, and accept responsibility. Those qualities will speak more powerfully than self-promotion. When someone gives you an opportunity, show them that you are a person who keeps your word, continues learning, and does not take their trust lightly. I am also ending cycles that repeatedly caused your family to live in fear, disorder, and shame. What needs to be broken is not only the outward circumstance, but also the false beliefs passed from one person to another. You can be the first to declare that scarcity is not destiny. You can be the one who begins managing resources with wisdom, building through honest work, and refusing to use money as the measure of a person's worth. As you learn restraint, preparation, planning, and how to pass on healthy lessons, You are opening a new road for those who will come after you. You will enter places that members of your family never entered before. But I do not want you to walk there alone and close the door behind you through your maturity. I want many others to be strengthened. You may become someone who guides a younger person, opens an opportunity for someone who has not yet been noticed, or uses your experience to help another. Avoid mistakes you once made. True blessing does not end in your hands. It flows through you, creates change, and leaves a stronger foundation for many people. Therefore, when more is given, always remember a purpose greater than personal satisfaction. Remain humble, because humility will protect you from believing that you alone are the source of every achievement. Keep expectation, but do not let expectation become impatience. Goodness does not require you to live in tension in order to arrive. Keep your heart pure, and do not let those who doubted you awaken a desire for revenge. When you are lifted, you do not need to return and humiliate them. Let peace and a useful life become your answer. Success loses its beauty when it is used to wound others, but it becomes precious when it expands your compassion and causes you to live more responsibly. I am not merely giving you a breakthrough, I am giving you wisdom so that you will not lose what you receive. You once prayed for doors to open, but now I am teaching you how to remain steady after passing through them. You once wanted more resources, but now I am teaching you how to manage without being ruled by greed or fear. You once desired to be seen, but now I am teaching you to remain genuine when many eyes are upon you. If you receive results without maturity, you will easily return to the old cycle. Therefore, I am making your thinking clearer, your decisions more mature, and your heart stable before both praise and criticism. In the coming days, do not ignore the small instructions arising within you. There may be work you need to complete, a skill to improve, a habit to abandon, or a conversation that must be approached sincerely. Transition does not come only through what is given, it also comes through what you are willing to change. I can open a door, but you must walk through it. I can send an opportunity, but you must prepare to receive it. I can bring the right person, but you must know how to build the relationship through respect and integrity. Genuine faith always produces responsible action. Do not allow numbers or outward signs to become the only reason you believe what I am doing is deeper than one emotional moment. Look at the peace that is gradually replacing panic, the courage replacing hesitation, and the ability to see solutions instead of only problems. These are signs of a new season. When you no longer react through fear, as you once did, when you know how to pause and consider, and when you have enough strength to refuse what does not belong to you, you have already begun entering breakthrough before your external circumstances change completely, my beloved. Remember that you are arriving on time. No year has been wasted if you allow me to turn it into wisdom. No detour is entirely meaningless if it keeps you from an abyss. No breaking point has the authority to end your story if you remain willing to rise. The seeds once watered with tears are preparing to produce a harvest of maturity, peace, and new opportunities. Continue walking with humility, alert eyes, and ready hands. I am not merely leading you to a place with more. I am making you into someone who knows how to use that increase to build, strengthen, and open the way for those who will follow. My love for you will reach the very place where you feel most difficult to love. Some parts of you were distorted by rejection, causing you to believe that you had to become someone else in order to deserve appreciation. You tried to please everyone, tried to appear strong, and tried to hide the things that caused you shame. But I do not love a version of you edited to fit the expectations of others. I see you in truth, including your fears, mistakes, awkwardness, and unfinished desires. I still call you valuable. I still see goodness within you that you yourself have repeatedly forgotten. My choice is not based upon perfection. It is based upon a love that does not abandon you while you are being shaped. No earthly system can fully measure what I am building within you, because not every form of wealth appears in an account. Some people possess much but cannot sleep in peace. Some are admired but do not know who they truly are. Some enter impressive rooms while still living with the fear that others will discover. They are not good enough. I do not want you to exchange outward lack for another prison within. I want you to have resources while retaining calmness, position while remaining humble, a voice while still knowing how to listen, and influence without forgetting the vulnerable. The abundance I want you to enter must make you more generous, sincere, and free, not hard-hearted or distant from what is good. No opposing voice can prevent your growth when you continue cooperating with what I am doing. Others may doubt, reject, or misunderstand you, but they cannot take away the skills you have developed, the discernment that has formed, or the strength built through difficult seasons. The adversary may try to distract you through fear, but he cannot force you back into old paths unless you agree. The chains that once held you were not found only in your circumstances. They also existed in habits of delay, the negative way you spoke about yourself, and dependence upon approval. Each time you choose what is right, instead of what is easy, another link falls away. Each time you preserve peace instead of rushing into conflict, another door of freedom opens. You are protected, but protection does not mean you will never encounter difficulty. It means difficulty cannot steal your purpose. A closed door may redirect you toward a more suitable place. A failed plan may expose a weakness that must be repaired before something greater appears. A person leaving may create the space necessary for you to recognize that you depended upon them too heavily. I can use even what does not go, according to your wishes, to protect, instruct, and return you to the right path. When you look with maturity, you will stop calling every disappointment a disaster. You will learn to ask, what I want you to understand, what needs to change, and which step you should take next. You are favored, but favor does not release you from responsibility. I can bring your name to the right place, but you must prepare the ability to respond. I can open an opportunity, but you must keep your word, work diligently, and respect those who walk beside you. I can increase your resources, but you must learn to plan, avoid impulsive decisions, and stop using what you receive to cover emotional emptiness. True favor does not make you passive. It strengthens you to fulfill your part with calm confidence. I do not give you more so that you may become more careless. I give so that you can serve more effectively, build what lasts, and open roads for others. You have not been forgotten in any season. During days when no one called your name, I still saw your effort. When opportunities passed before your eyes, I was preparing another direction. The years when you believed you were merely surviving created a depth within you that rapid success could never produce. You know what it means to need help, and therefore you will know how to help others without making them ashamed. You know what it feels like to be overlooked, so when you are given authority, you will learn to notice those who are often ignored. You lived through lack, so when you receive more, you will understand the value of stewardship and gratitude. I will not allow those lessons to disappear. Therefore, my beloved child, receive what is new, not only with expectation, but with a life that is ready. Keep your mind clear, care for your body, protect your peace, and continue developing the abilities I placed within you. Do not fear storms, because the next time one comes, you will not stand before it with the same weakness you once carried. Do not fear responsibility, because I am giving you strength equal to what is entrusted. Do not fear that joy will be taken away, because the peace I am building does not depend upon one favorable day. You are protected in truth, strengthened by love, and remembered in every step. What I release will not only fill your hands, it will make your entire life steady, free, and capable of carrying blessing far beyond yourself.